Well, hello, ahoy, and welcome to the very first of our searches for 2021. Well, it feels like forever since we've been together on a Wednesday night, but welcome back. We are really excited to share Wednesday nights with you as we premiere a short video called The Search. We're calling this The Search 2.0 or the Summer Series. We just want to spend some time and actually ask ourselves some questions, challenge ourselves, because I actually believe that life is brilliant. I believe that life is to be enjoyed. I believe that life is to be maximized. I believe that life isn't just to be lived for myself, but from a place of being centered and of being happy. I can really actually move into a place where I'm fruitful and overflowing into other people's lives. And that's actually what the search is all about. You know what I love about the concept of a search is its refusal to settle. As we move into searching, we refuse to settle, to take second best, to live a beige life, to get stagnant or stuck or shortchanged. A search actually says, I'm going to turn over every stone and move into the places of promise, the places of power that I've been actually given permission to take up. It's to proactively take a belief and allow that belief to shape our behaviors. It's proactively taking the opportunities, the gifts, and the stories that we've been given and allowing that to actually overflow into all of our lives. To me, a search is actually saying to my heart, hey, heads up, we're not finished yet. You know, one of the richest places on the planet isn't the diamond fields of South Africa. It's not the oil and gas reserves just off our coast. It's not the ore buried under the surface of Australian soil. The richest place on the planet is actually our local graveyard. It's sad to say, it's underneath that ground and underneath those headstones are buried gifts, are buried dreams, are buried appointments and anointings to be able to actually carry forth our hope and help into a world that so desperately needs that. It's buried not under just physical soil, but buried under fear or condemnation, buried under comparison, insecurity, anxiety, and buried under a belief that I know that I had a whisper in my heart. I know that there was a dream that I had as a child or as a young person, but we've stopped searching for it and we actually settle and we actually go and caught up in the daily motions. I believe that that is not how we have been positioned to live. I believe that that is not the truth about you. I believe that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. I believe that we are made on purpose for a purpose. But it's our belief system that determines our behavior. It's what we see which determines what we search for. And if we see ourselves as being useless and hopeless and no good, then we stop searching, or we actually find it in the mirror. We find it on a set of bathroom scales. We find it in a pace scale. We find it in the words of others, and we go, yep, that pretty much so confirms what I saw in myself or what I believed in myself. I'm no good, I'm hopeless, or I can't, or I shouldn't, or last time I tried, I failed, and I can't measure up to what everybody else is doing. Or, beloved, we can believe something that we are made on purpose, for purpose, that you have actually got a presence inviting you into promise, that there is something in today and into tomorrow which is far exceeds anything that we could hope for, dream of, begin to imagine. It calls us from dead places into life. It calls us from places where we had insufficiency into His grace, meaning God is all sufficient for us. I know that my foundation and my truth is based on the fact that God is a God of love, a God who's overjoyed at my approach to Him, takes great delight in me and is devoted to me. And from that position, I don't need to worry about judging myself or judging others. I just manage to be able to enjoy the life and enjoy others. I don't have to worry about, am I measuring up? But I've stood up and I continue to search, and that search is a glorious and great thing. And I believe that that is actually the truth for us in this summer search series, that life is good and it's a gift and the journey can be enjoyed. I hope you'll take that journey with us. I read a quote this week, and cheap as it made me laugh. And the quote actually said this, and you know how quotes have the name of the person who quoted it afterwards? This had anonymous. And so, yeah, there's quotes out there which are anonymous, but the quote is this: ask and it will be given to you. Search and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened for you. And then it had anonymous. And forgive me for laughing, but that is smack bang in the middle of Matthew 7 as the words of Jesus, who calls us to ask, seek, and knock. Don't settle. Ask, seek, and knock. Refuse to live beige. Ask and seek and knock. And don't stagnate or become still or become shortchanged with your life. This is not an anonymous statement. This is the cry of a loving God who sent his Son to actually not just die for us, but to actually live for us and show us the way that we move forward. I guess my question, my challenge for us tonight is, what treasure are you searching for? What is that gift? What is that whisper that you've carried since childhood? What is that glint out of the corner of your eye that you saw it and went, is that possible for me? Is it possible to have that type of marriage? Is it possible to be that type of father or mother? Could I actually be a friend who speaks the truth in love, which isn't telling someone all that they've done wrong, but edifies them and says, no, this is actually who you are. Not those lies, or not that comparison, or not that sense of being selfish and unsettled, but this is who you are, made on purpose for purpose. You are great and you are wonderful and you are equipped and we are together. This is the truth in love, not you didn't do it right and you actually don't measure up. What treasure are you searching for in your own sense of peace? If you got a chance to sit on a park bench, how would you feel inside? Do you feel settled? Do you feel at peace? Do you feel joy? Can you breathe and actually take in all that is in around you? Or are your thoughts running and racing and ridiculing you? What treasure are you seeking? What will you refuse to settle in until you have found it? Hey, from my position of actually knowing a God of love and a God who loves me so much that I can actually go and love others, I just love to take a minute to pray for you. I hope that's okay. Lord Jesus, help me to know that you searched for me. Help me to understand that you searched for something of great value and great worth, that even on my very worst day, you paid the highest price for me because I'm valuable to you. And you have given me a call, you have given me gifts, you have invited me to know a life full of peace and joy and hope, not totally bereft of hard times and tears, but the fact that I can know you in the middle of that says that even if my circumstances don't change, I have been found by you and I will continue the search. Help us understand what we are searching for. Hey, God bless you. We'd love to continue a conversation. If you'd like to know more about what's happening at Abundant Life Church, why don't you find us on YouTube, on Facebook, on our webpage. You can find all manner of different ways of communicating, or just pop your questions into our comments bar here. We'll be back next Wednesday for part 2 of the summer series, and until then we would love to be able to see you in one of our in-person gatherings, our online gatherings, or in this online community. And until then, I hope that you can go and love somebody just as much as you've been loved. God bless you.